Hi everyone, Jonas here bringing you another episode of Journey to Fitness. Today we'll be talking about obstacle course racing and in particular looking at a competition called Tough Viking. Now I want to cover a few items on the menu for you, in particular to look at the race format, the lessons learned from the race, and give you some race footage to build an impression and have a better understanding. Would you like to try the race on your own? So stay tuned. So Tough Viking comes in different distances. So basically you can choose to do the race in several cities throughout Sweden. In particular, the one that I did was an 8-kilometer race in Stockholm in 2023. And the other choices that you have is in between choosing to do the open class or the elite for the more serious competition feel. Now the version in Stockholm that took place this year, and it had 30 different obstacles, which essentially are a mix and match of push, pull, carry, hang and traverse type of obstacles that you had to go through. I personally did the race in a team with a couple of friends. We had a really good experience, had a really good time going through the different exercise stations, a lot of fist bumps, a lot of cheering and general good vibes. I think even if you don't have a team, everybody's really friendly, very willing to help throughout the race. Looking at the experience and lessons learned from the race, I think it's really worth mentioning. It is, first of all, very dangerous. There's plenty of space to hurt yourself and fall down or, get your hands stuck into something. So something to keep in mind and be mentally prepared for. Now, item number 2, you need to be prepared that there is a fair share of running in the race. Personally for me, the 8 kilometers didn't feel as long, but looking how it went for some of my friends, they're like, okay, yeah, this felt like a long distance run for me. So something to keep in mind when you're preparing for the race. Other items, definitely grip strength. Essentially the majority of the items in the race requires grip. So regardless if you're carrying an item, if you're traversing over an obstacle or you're hanging on an object that is also moving, all of those things are connected to your grip strength. So definitely in terms of preparation, this is a very vital point to think about. Cold immersions. I personally hate cold water. This is not something that comes in very easy for me. However, it was not as bad as I expected. Essentially, what helped me, I had a very thin synthetic layer, so it's like a quick dry experience coming out of the water, and the other part is just like I saw my teammates just go straight in for it and I kind of didn't hesitate and just followed. So if this is the part of the race that is making you hesitate if you should try it or not, it's not as bad as it looks. Now talking about grip strength, another item that really helped me, I bought gloves. I just got the cheapest ones in the local department store. Definitely saved a fair bit for my hands. Some of the obstacles, in particular, I would practice beforehand. My choice, let's say the ones that I paid more attention to myself, was the ramp, the Atlas ball, where you need to lift it from the ground and put it on top of the platform, Irish table, and last but not least, rings. I think one of the items that would probably also fit here is the rope climb, and something to keep in mind is that the rope is very wet from all the other contestants. So it just feels a little different when you're trying to climb a very wet rope. Now last but not least, I would definitely mention that the start times makes a difference. So I had an earlier start time for my team and it just was less people. Essentially, we had close to no waiting time in between obstacles, and I was checking the pictures from the later groups. It was definitely much more crowded. So depending what you're going for, essentially this can make a difference for you. I'll finish out the video with sharing some more of the race footage so you have a better impression for yourself. I'll add all the descriptions of the obstacles that are being displayed. So if you want to look at them later, everything is going to be in the video description. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you liked the video. And let me know, did you try Tough Viking this year or maybe you're planning to do it next year? We'll see you in the next one. Bye!